What was that?
The UFO or drone situation over in New Jersey is starting to seriously get out of hand, with now governors and the government even talking about the situation that is currently going on. And there has been countless video footage of just all sorts of things going on in the skies of New Jersey. What is actually going on there? Starting with this clip that was posted on the 9th of December of 2024, and this is footage from New Jersey. Take a look at this. So it is pretty wild, right, to see what's going on. Now, I have a theory that this footage could potentially be sped up based off of the cars. It sounds like there's a dog sniffing in the background of the video as it's going on, and it does sound incredibly, like, you know, it sounds a lot quicker than a typical kind of, like, you know, thing. Obviously, it looks as if they might be next to some kind of highway, back road kind of thing where, you know, there might be faster speed limits, but I do have a feeling that this could be sped up footage. So with that bear in mind, you know, if we were to, I'm not sure if you can slow the video down over on Reddit. I don't think you can, but, you know, let's take into consideration that these things aren't actually moving this fast, but it doesn't take away from the fact that there's something going on here, right? There's lots of things moving around. Now, they're not zipping and zapping across the screen. They're not like darting across. They seem to come out of one place and then just kind of fade. You know, you see them just fade away. So whatever that may be, I don't know. But this isn't like the drone footage that we've seen recently with New Jersey. You know, where it looks as if there's like a winged craft of some kind with the lights on the bottom. This looks very, very different. And this is obviously seemingly recorded on some kind of stationary camera as well, as there's not too much jittering. You think if someone had this handheld, it would be very jittery. There's a possibility that this could be some kind of insect, you know, with the lights. If this has got the flash on or whatever, there could be reflecting it. Honestly, I have no idea what we're looking at here, so I can't. Everything that I state in the videos that I make are just guesses on my part as to what I think it could possibly be. But of course, I can't actually define or like definitively give you an answer. But this is, you know, a very interesting clip nonetheless. So let me know what you guys think. But moving forwards, there has been a new photo released of the quote-unquote drone that has been seen over New Jersey. And it is right here. So as you can see, this one gives a very jet-like feel to it. You know, you've got the tail fins right here. You've obviously got the wings with the lights on, the undercarriage lights and landing gear lights, navigation lights, and then the nose up here. It does give off like the jet, you know, like a jet kind of vibe. But obviously from what we've seen from the footage of the New Jersey drones, they don't move like jets, you know, because jets are incredibly quick. These things are a lot slower than that. But there is other footage from around New Jersey as well of other strange phenomena going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What? What? What was that? guys. I got that. I got that.
An absolutely phenomenal catcher. I don't know what else to say. Like, it is just phenomenal. Watching the way that this thing moves. Obviously, I thought we were going to be looking at these things here when I initially watched this footage. But then something appears over to here, right? And then it just kind of like dots. Like, I don't know how. It's like when you get a bit of chalk over a chalkboard and you like do that pressure thing and it like jumps across the chalkboard. That's the only way I can describe this footage. It just jumps in different places. It doesn't seem to be doctored in any way. It doesn't seem to be manipulated. I can't see any cuts in the footage. I can't see, you know, anything that would indicate potential fakery. Obviously the lighting, I'm not sure what the lighting's to do with, but then when you listen to the reaction of the people that were there, it does sound rather genuine. So what does that mean? What does that tell us? I'm not 100% sure, of course. I've never seen anything move like this though. So it begs the question of what actually was this? But over in New Jersey, there on the 9th of December 2024, a man called Eric Martin saw a helicopter chasing one of these quote-unquote drones through the night sky. And this is the footage that they captured right here. So obviously, got the drone there, helicopter.
Living daylights, man. What the fuck? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Hang on.
Incredibly interesting footage. I know for a fact that the governors of New Jersey have put a lot of drones up in the sky to try and find these other drones, to try and get footage kind of close up from what I've heard. And obviously this must have been part of their efforts to, you know, if they get a sighting of something, to put up whatever they can to get after these things. Now, as of right now, we're not sure of the origin of these quote-unquote drones, okay? And I'm quoting drones because we don't even know if they are drones. Like, they've been speculated to be, but we don't know that for certain. You know, it seems as if the government are at a bit of a loss with this because they seem to be doing whatever they can to try and capture these things so they can probably, you know, take a look, see where they come from. But, you know, they're going above and beyond, which is... I don't know whether that's concerning or reassuring. Obviously reassuring to know that they're taking this seriously enough to try and get these things, but concerning to think that they need to go to this level of, you know, effort to try and capture some of these things. But on December the 10th, which was yesterday at the time of recording, this footage right here was also captured, which is very reminiscent of the first New Jersey drone that we captured.
Holy shit. Oh, this is another one. Oh my god. Oh my god. He almost collided.
Now, it's hard to make out what is what in this video. So, obviously, you know, we've got the sound. It definitely sounds like an aircraft, right? There's no denying that. It's got the jet sounds like you would typically hear if a military jet or a commercial airliner went overhead. The way that it moves, very reminiscent of that of a typical plane from the from Earth, let's say. But what's hard to know is whether these two are the same craft, or whether this is a commercial airliner, right, that is making the noise of the jets, and this is something else, or whether these two are the same things. It's really difficult to know. Obviously, you know, they do get rather close by airline standards. You know, you have to be... There's a lot of distance that you need to keep between different sets of planes so that you can make sure there's no collisions mid-air. But the way that this moves obviously is very interesting as well. We're obviously looking, I'm assuming we're looking at the underside of this thing because we've got the 3 lights, the tail lights. Obviously it's moving in this direction, so obviously we can assume that this is the front. We've got the navigation lights on the underside, the flashing red light as well. It does look like something of Earth, but what? You know, obviously, I'd love to know what this is. I've got a feeling, based off of the way that this is moving in comparison to this is something a bit more commercial, like an airliner. Again, I can't be certain, but let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. But the New Jersey governor has spoken out about these drone sightings, and they've stated that they are taking it deadly serious. So Phil Murphy said that he's taken unidentified drone flights in his state deadly serious. These are apparently, as I understand it, very sophisticated, Murphy told a group of reporters in a clip posted on the social media platform X on Monday. And, you know, he's desperately serious. If you take a look at this video, here he is talking about it.
The drones in New Jersey, in Morris County, I don't know how many mayors sent a letter to you this morning asking for a clarification. What can you tell us? What is going on, and why is it taking so long to come up with an explanation?
Yeah, it's a good, I don't blame people for being frustrated. Let me say, most importantly, right up front, we see no evidence, and I say we, this includes Homeland Security, FBI, Secret Service, our state police, authorities at all levels of government. The most important point to say is we don't see any concern for public safety. That's number one. Number two, having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from and why they're doing what they're doing. We had last night 49 sightings. I think 20 of them were over Hunterdon. Now those include, I think I saw one mistaken a fixed-wing aircraft, a plane, a small Piper Cub, for instance, for a drone, or you saw one and that counts, and then I saw the same one and that counts. So we think these are overstated, but it's a non-zero number. I was on with the White House and Homeland Security leadership literally at the very top yesterday for pretty much all day. I'm hoping we'll get answers sooner than later. I would just ask folks to continue to let the FBI or their local law enforcement know when they see something, and we'll continue to do everything we can with our federal partners to get clearer answers.
Why is it so hard to get answers?
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. And, you know, we're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here. This is something we're taking deadly seriously. We've gotten good cooperation out of the feds, but we need more, and that was my plea.
Finally, how much longer do you think?
I don't know, but if we have news, I'll let you know. The minute we know something, I'm not going to hide it under a bushel.
Governor, you're going to have people saying, you know, I saw a drone and it was spraying something, or I saw a drone crash in my yard and it set off an alarm when I tried to go near it. There's a lot of fear amongst New Jersey residents. I mean, what is your message? Well,
the message I just gave. But by the way, we're not aware of any nefarious drone that has crashed, or if there is one that's crashed, could someone please call me and let me know where that is? There are a couple of rumored downings for one reason or another. One of them was a toy, the other one was never found. But having our hands on equipment that's on the ground would be helpful.
So there you go. There is the governor of New Jersey talking about the situation at hand. But that's not where this ended, as even President Biden, has been briefed on the New Jersey drone sightings, and this comes from the White House press secretary, right, in a recent interview that she did, I think yesterday at the time of recording, in which she spoke out about it and answered any questions that people had regarding this.
A couple questions about drones. There have been repeated drone sightings in the Northeast, especially in New Jersey. These are not small drones, some of them pretty large. They're flying at low altitudes, they're flying in flocks. Has the president been briefed on this situation?
So we are certainly aware, the president is aware. So we're closely tracking the activity and coordinating closely with relevant agency, including DHS and FBI, to continue to investigate these incidents. Don't have anything beyond that to share. Obviously, this is something that DHS and FBI are tracking very, very closely, and so I would have to refer you to them directly, but aware. Keeping an eye out and looking into the incidents that you just mentioned.
Couple still though, but has the federal government ruled out that these are controlled by foreign entities?
Yeah.
And do you know if they're conducting surveillance over these
So
areas?
I cannot make any kind of predictions or comments about that specifically from here. This is something that DHS is looking at and FBI, so I would have to refer you to them. I don't have anything beyond that. We're tracking this very closely. Obviously, we're all aware of the incidents that have been reported. I'm not going to go into what they could be or could not be from here. That is something that obviously is being looked at as those respective agencies that I mentioned.
When was the president briefed on this?
I don't have a timeline, but he certainly has been made aware of this.
And the New Jersey governor said, it's frustrating that there aren't answers about where these are coming from, that people are very concerned about this. What's the White House message to the people up there who are frustrated that there isn't any information right now?
And obviously, we hear them and we understand that. We are closely tracking this. We are monitoring the incidents that have been put forward and certainly made public. And we have two agencies that I've already mentioned that are looking into this, working closely with folks on the ground, trying to get to the bottom of it. I don't have anything more to share beyond that.
Very interesting stuff. Obviously, what do you guys think? It's interesting that this has even reached, the government level, the White House level. It's clearly being taken seriously, but they're stating that there's nothing to worry about. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, be sure to jump scare the hell out of that like button if you have not already. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll speak to you guys later. Peace.